Morning, students. The topic we are going to study today is four pillars of IoT from chapter 3. This topic is from module 1. So the first topic comes under this chapter is horizontal, vertical, and four pillars of IoT. So in the past class, we discussed about some of the applications of IoT like smart house, smart city, smart vehicles, etc. So in today's digital world, the applications of IoT is everywhere spread across the world. Mostly the industry sector highly connected with the various IoT technologies. So there must be a need of development in the IoT technology, which is known as vertical application as well as the horizontal application. Okay, so these two applications must be balanced between the technology. So the major characteristics of IoT is the object in the IoT world must be instrumented, interconnected before it is intelligently processed to anywhere. Okay, so which means the object in IoT means the object may be anything. It may be air conditioner, refrigerator, a door, whichever working with the technology of IoT. It may be a small sensor oriented device. Every small object which is working with the support of IoT devices comes under the object of IoT. Okay, so these IoT objects must be instrumented and interconnected before anything it is intelligently processing or doing something. So this would be explained with the support of the diagram. So this is the diagram. You can see the numbering between these three objects. So first is computer, second one is server, then the third one is the vehicle. So this vehicle is interconnected with the support of IoT device, which means tracking. So wherever the vehicle is going, whenever it is the vehicle is started and stopped, the particular owner is getting a message where it is currently traveling, all informations. Okay, so from the device the information is shared to the server. From the server we are getting the information to our personal device. It may be a mobile system, whatever it is. Okay, so to work out with the IoT, internet of things, every objects must be interconnected as well as instrumented, and it is intelligently working. Okay, so this is called as three I's as well as five A's. Okay, so the five A's means you can see here anything, anywhere, anytime, anyway, and anyhow. Okay, this is how the IoT architecture is working. A particular object, wherever it is not a matter at any time. Yeah, at any way, if it is a network connected device, we can gather the information from the IoT object. Okay, that's why this is called as 5A. Then 3 I's means it is instrumented, interconnected, and intelligent. Okay, instrumented means that particular object is highly framed and that is connected to the server, and after connecting to the server, which is intelligently transferring the data. Okay, so in this chapter, this two concept is very important. This 5 A's as well as 3 I's. Okay, anything, anywhere, anytime, anyway, and anyhow, and these 3 I's. With the support of these two concepts, the particular IoT objects are working well efficiently. Okay, so to work under this 5A and 3A concept, we must need a particular web applications like we need a internet, okay, to connect this IoT devices. So we need a HTML language, HTML protocol. So this all are comes under three-tiered application or server middleware. Okay, so using this server middleware, the IoT objects are interconnected. Okay, so the important concept within this module we are going to study is the 6 pillars of M2M. So before learning M2M, first you should know what is M2M. Okay, which is nothing but machine to machine. Okay, a system which is working based on the concept of machine to machine. Okay, it may be a vehicle IoT connected, or it may be a door, whatever it is, that is the machine. Then wherever we are seeing the particular details or data, that is also called as a machine. So for this machine to machine concept, we need six pillars. Okay, so that six pillars are: first one, remote monitoring. Okay, so remote monitoring, we know the device may be anywhere, but from the remote we can see what is going on. Example, we can consider the CCTV. Okay, at present, as a human, we are not present in the particular place, but we can monitor them with the use of this remote monitoring concept. For example, bedridden people, vehicle accident. The use of CCTV is very, very important in our personal life as well as industrial. So in this M2M six pillars, the remote monitoring is the first pillar. Then second one is the RFID. So we all know about RFID, radio frequency tag. So this is mainly supports to data collection technology. So everywhere, whatever products you are buying from the market or a shop nowadays, each product is added with this electronic tag to store the data. Okay, and a sensor network, third pillar, which is called as sensor network monitor, which monitor either physical or environmental condition, whatever it is. Okay, then the fourth pillar is smart service. Smart service means we know a network of devices or equipments connected together. If it is connected and working perfectly, which is known as it is giving a smart service. Okay, so it is maintained and serviced more efficiently. So this is the fourth pillar. Then fifth one is the telematics. So telematics means this is a new word sometimes for you, this telematics as well as telemetry. So telematic means integration of telecommunication and informatics, okay, which is used for tracking, navigation, using GMAP. We are getting the routes as well as where the vehicle is traveling, entertainment applications we can use. Okay, mainly this telematic is integration of telecommunication and information. Main application supports to vehicle. Then the sixth pillar is telemetry, which is usually associated with industrial and medical medical as well as wildlife tracking applications to transmit a small amount of data, whether the object is connected wireless or wired. Okay, so these are the major six pillars of machine to machine. So the first one is remote monitoring, second one is RFID, sensor network, then smart service, telematics, and telemetry. Okay, so this six plays a major role in this. So these are the six pillars of machine to machine. Then another thing is four pillars of IoT. Okay, so before learning about this four pillars, so the topics we learned from this module is importantly three I's, then five A's, after that six pillars of machine to machine. Okay, then this chapter mainly focuses on the four pillars of IoT. These are the things. Okay, so the main four pillars of IoT are M2M, RFID, wireless sensor network, and SCADA. SCADA means supervisory control and data acquisition. Okay, so these are the four pillars of IoT. So don't confuse. Previously, you learned six pillars. That was the six pillars of M2M, machine to machine. Okay. This chapter mainly focus on the four pillars of IoT about M2M, RFID, WSN, and SCADA. Okay, so in brief, you will learn about these four things in this module. Okay, so before learning deeply, I just say the basics of these four pillars. First one, M2M. So machine to machine. So I already explained to you device to device. connectivity, okay, such as in-vehicle gadget. The using this in-vehicle gadget, if any vehicle disorder or engine disorder came, you can get the information where particularly the vehicle is, where the problem occurred, either in the engine or somewhere else. Okay, so these things are gathered with the support of this M2M, machine to machine, by working under the particular software. Okay, so for accessing this data, gathering this information, we must need one software, right? So based using this software only, we are collecting the information, data, whatever it is. Okay, so the first pillar of IoT is M2M. Okay, then second one is RFID. You know this, okay, radio waves which transfer data from the electronic tag which is attached to an object. Okay, so it will read and track where the particular object is, or to read the detailed information about the object, we can use this RFID tag. So this is the second pillar of IoT. And the third one is WSN, wireless sensor network. So to connect this all IoT devices, we must need a network. Okay, so wireless sensor network. So how the from the devices or object we are getting the information, the sensor, okay, autonomous sensor, which is used to monitor the physical as well as environmental condition. For example, we are using a temperature sensor, smoke sensor, cold sensor, motion sensor, etc. So from this sensor we can gather the data through the network. So that network is called as wireless sensor network. Okay, so sometimes we can gather information from the wired network also, which is called as hybrid mode. In some locations, this wired or hybrid mode also supported. This is the third pillar of IoT. Then the fourth one is SCADA. Okay, so SCADA means supervisory control and data acquisition. So some control we must need between the device or object as well as the network and the application. Okay, from that we are accessing or acquiring the information. Okay, so this is called as SCADA. So this is an autonomous closed loop control system, which is also known as a smart system. Okay, so the central processing unit or system is connect and monitor this all equipments, connect, monitor and control all this equipments via the network. Okay, so to execute the Internet of Things, we must need an M2M, machine to machine device, RFID, wireless sensor network, and the SCADA. Okay, which means we need some devices to work for IoT. Okay, then we need the radio frequency wave, then sensor network to connect the devices, and finally the data is gathered using this SCADA. Okay, then one by one we'll briefly see in this chapter. So at first we will see about the M3. Before learning this, this is one relevance to the network. Okay, four pillars and network, how it is connected, either a short range or long range. It supports to wireless or wired, which is given in the table. Okay, first we will see about M2M. So I'll consider this for M2M, which will support a short range of wireless network and as well as long range. Then it won't support for short range wired, and for long range wired, for some devices it will support. Okay, then this is the picture which will shows the network which is supported to this four pillars of IoT. Okay, so see the first picture. These are the four pillars of IoT. Okay, SCADA, RFID, WSN, M2M. Then the next picture shows that what are the networks which is supported to this four pillars. Okay, so consider the SCADA. It may support 10 plus wired field bus, CAN bus, etc. Then RFID, it is radio waves, NFC, then ID cards. Then wireless sensor network, it connect to 10 plus wireless mesh network, Bluetooth, Zigbee. Then M2M, this is cellular as well as fixed network and GPRS, then WAN network, etc. Okay, so this is the different pictures which shows the four pillars as well as the networks which is supported for the four pillars. At next, we will learn about M2M. So before moving to M2M, in this lecture, we learned about 3 I's, then 5 A's. After that, 6 pillars of M2M, then 4 pillars of IoT. Okay, I think you got a clear idea about the um, basic of this 4 pillars of IoT.